This video will discuss chapter 11.2, congruent triangles. So we're going to start by talking about congruent parts of congruent triangles and making sure we understand, or corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and making sure that we understand what corresponds to what. So if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, okay, it's important that we understand that that means that segment AB, which is the first two here, is going to be congruent to segment DE. And you can see that by the one line that's placed, right, the one slash placed there. Line segment BC will be congruent to line segment EF. Okay, and so that's BC, which is here, and EF, which is here, and you can see the two hash marks there. And then AC, which would be the first and the third letter, and DF would be congruent. And so AC and DF, and in this particular example, they are right triangles. They don't necessarily have to be right triangles, but in this particular example, they are right triangles, and so the hypotenuse, the AC, and the DF are congruent. Okay, so it's really important that then angle A is congruent to angle D, and you can see that then with the one kind of arc. Angle B is congruent to angle E, and you can see that because these are both right angles. And then angle C is congruent to angle F, and you can see that with the two arcs. Okay, and so these marks help us identify what is and is not congruent. However, even without these marks, this statement should tell you what is, which side or which parts are congruent to which parts. All right, and so taking a look at a problem then that you might get would be angle ABC is congruent to angle DEF. Again, these are right triangles. I probably should have picked triangles that are not right triangles so that you know that it doesn't only work with right triangles, but in this particular example, again, we are going to use right triangles. And so this means that we know that AB, right, and I guess let's put some hash marks here. AB is congruent to DE, so I know that AB is congruent to DE, so I'm going to put the one hash mark there. BC is congruent to EF, so that's BC, which is here, is congruent to EF. And then AC, right, the first and the third will be congruent to DF, and so we'll put the three hash marks there. Okay, we also know that angle A is congruent to angle D, so that's angle A, which is here, is congruent to angle D, so I'll put one arc there. Angle B is congruent to angle E, and so we've got the right angle symbols there, and then angle C, which is here, let's put the two arcs, is congruent to angle F, right? Angle C and angle F. Now, if I want to find angle D, and I know that it is congruent to angle A, and angle A is 60 degrees, I then know that angle D is 60 degrees. Now, if I'm looking to figure out angle F, I know angle F is congruent to angle C. So one way I could look at that is, okay, 90 plus 60 is 150. And since I know that in a triangle they all must add up to 180 degrees, 180 minus 150 gives me 30, right? So my 150 is coming from 90 plus 60. And so then I know that this is then 30 degrees. Sorry, that's a 3. And if C is 30 degrees and C is congruent to angle F, then I know that angle F must also be 30 degrees. Right, some of you may be thinking there's another way you could solve that, and that is that you know this is 60 degrees. And so if you know this is 60, then 90 plus 60, there's your 150, and then I know that this 30 is going there. Obviously, either way would work to solve this problem. Okay, but the trick is to make sure you understand the corresponding angles, corresponding parts, as you start to try to figure out distances or lengths and measures of angles. All right, that's all we got for you today on congruent triangles. Thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to do the problems on the bottom of the page. See you in class.